Greetings, friends. I'm AK.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
the Chainsaw Girls. On today's episode, I don't even know how to intro this movie because it is so banana pants. We are covering 1992's Dead Alive / Braindead.
This might be the most insane movie I have ever seen in my entire life, and that is saying a lot.
Dude, this definitely trumps Society.
Oh, yes, by far.
Like, in terms of special effects and just, like, the absolute batshit craziness.
And amount of blood.
So much blood.
And we love Society.
Love that movie. It's wicked.
But holy shit. Should we just jump right into the IMDb?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it. Okay. A young man's brother is bitten by a Sumatran rat monkey. She gets sick and dies, at which time she comes back to life, killing and eating dogs, nurses, friends, and neighbors. Yep.
Okay.
She sure does.
Once again, IMDb, I think you gave a little too much information on that, but okay.
Okay, this had a $3 million budget. It grossed $242,623.
Wow.
It was directed by none other than Peter Jackson.
Which you might recognize that name from Lord of the Rings, for example.
The Frighteners, Bad Taste, Return of the King, and the Hobbit sequels, and King Kong.
Wow.
Yeah.
But before all that, he was doing this.
Oh, hell yeah. I believe this came out after Bad Taste. I believe Bad Taste was his first one before this.
Yeah, correct. Which Bad Taste has a similar vibe to this.
Yes.
But it's not quite as
off the rails?
Yeah, it is, but it's not like this.
This is on another level.
Yeah, at the time of this recording, we found this on YouTube actually.
Yeah, it's for free on YouTube. We love that. It was written by Steven Sinclair, Fran Walsh, and Peter Jackson, and the special effects were by Bob McCarran.
So,
who also did the special effects on Queen of the Damned.
Oh, I'm not wearing that shirt right now. I look down like, oh, I wore it for the last episode. Okay, so the reason we wanted to cover this, and I should really mention that this is the first time, I think, that we are covering a movie that we went into that we both had not seen.
Dude.
But we had been wanting to see it for a long time. I think we even talked about it in the intro episode.
Because of the VHS cover.
The cover haunted me since childhood. It still does. We'll put it in the Instagram stories.
I'm not going to say it haunted me because I wouldn't call it haunting, but I remember it so clearly from seeing it at the video store.
It was very memorable. For me, I was terrified. Every time I would run past it in the video store, I was so scared.
Oh, yeah, because you weren't into horror.
I was scared. I was a little scaredy cat.
Meanwhile, I'm like skipping through the horror aisles at like age 7 with my dad. Like, Daddy, can I get this one? Well, there's too much nudity in that. Instead, here's Amityville Horror. You know? Yeah.
Instead, here's Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, exactly. Let's traumatize you in other ways.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the cover is basically a woman manually opening her mouth and there's a little skull inside.
Mm-hmm.
So if I look at it as an adult, I'm not afraid of it, but as a child, I was terrified.
It's fair. It is a scary image.
That and the cover of Jason Goes to Hell, is that the snake through the mask?
Yeah.
Terrified.
Oh.
Terrified.
I'm trying to think if there are any covers that used to scare me as a kid. Oh, Night of the Demons 2. Right behind you. I watched it when I was 9.
Angela,
it gave me insomnia. It scared the absolute bejesus out of me.
Yeah, that one I can definitely understand why. To this day, that one is scary.
It is scary. Yeah, the effects on that is incredible.
So this movie has 2 names, and the reason, which I was so curious to look into.
Okay, tell me because I have no idea.
You don't?
No, I don't know.
Hell yeah, I love when we do this. Okay, so there were 2 release dates. This originally released in New Zealand. That's where it was filmed.
Right, okay.
On August 13th, 1992 as Braindead. But then it released February 12th, 1993 in the United States, and it could not use Braindead because there was already a movie in the United States under the name Braindead.
Got you.
So there are 2 versions released. The unrated cut is 97 minutes, and the R-rated version is only 85 minutes, with most of the gore scenes removed. The one that we watched on YouTube, it's the full movie.
Oh, there's a lot of gore, yeah.
Yeah. I also looked into the U.S. movie Braindead that was already had a copyright on it. It's a psychological horror thriller released in 1990. It stars Bill Pullman, Bill Paxton. I don't think I've ever seen it, but the cover was like the skin of a face stretched out, and I was so curious. Now I want to watch that movie too.
Okay, wait, I'm Googling it because I'm like, why does that sound so freaking familiar to me?
There's also a series now more recently in like the 2010s, I think, called Braindead. So
when did this one with Bill Paxton come out?
1990.
1990, okay. I'm Googling as we're
we're
Oh
live.
yeah.
You saw
Okay.
it?
I don't know if I've ever seen it, but I've seen this cover for freaking
Okay.
sure.
Well, that was the reason they couldn't use Braindead in the United
I
States.
love Bill Paxton.
I do too.
I'll never forget him in Near Dark.
I was gonna say your boy from Near Dark. We did
I
cover that movie as well.
I had a big fat crush on him.
I can see. I
In
can see
Near
that.
Dark. Just in Near Dark.
Oh, just in Near Dark. Okay.
When he's a vampire ready to rip someone's head off. I'm into it. Okay. Do you know they used almost 300 liters? They estimated 300 liters of blood, of fake blood.
300 liters?
Yes, 300 liters. Specifically, the lawnmower massacre alone used the most amount of blood.
Okay, so I'm Googling how much 300 liters is in gallons because liters don't make sense in my brain because I'm from the US.
It's right.
It's over 79 gallons.
Insane. No. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I believe they used like syrup blood.
Okay.
Like red food dye and corn syrup, which means it was sticky as fuck. And I guess the set was super slippery. You know the scene at the end when he's like running?
I was actually thinking, how did he not slip?
Yeah, I guess there was a lot of slipping. There was a lot of slipping and sliding in this movie.
He's like, oh, I did slip.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, this has been claimed by some to be the bloodiest movie of all time, which I don't argue with it.
There are a lot of body parts.
A lot is going on.
Mm-hmm.
There was one point where I realized I still had like 40 minutes of the movie left.
Yeah.
And so much happens in that last 40 minutes.
Dude, so many things.
Even when you said you had like 10 minutes left, I was like, oh, there's still so much that you have not seen.
It was a very wild ride, and I'm very happy with it.
Me too.
Okay.
I mean, granted, if we both watched it and one of us didn't like it or we both didn't like it, we could have just changed our mind on covering it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy to report that we both loved it.
Oh, yeah. No, it was great. It was fantastic. Do you want to talk about any more tidbits, or do you want to just jump into the movie?
Let's jump in.
Okay, hell yeah. So we're opening up on Skull Island.
Skull Island, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Two people are walking through, like, kind of looks like just big rocks, like not a cave, but
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost feels like the desert a little bit.
Yeah. One of them is saying, like, whatever they're carrying is evil. So they have something with them. They're carrying what looks kind of like a cage.
Yeah, the graphic that says Skull Island also tells us that we're south of Sumatra. So that's where the Sumatran monkey is going to come into play.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's also 1957.
Okay. I didn't realize that. I clearly wasn't paying attention because I was taking notes. I didn't realize that until I was maybe like 20 minutes or 30 minutes into the movie. And I was like, why are the cars so old? And I was like, wait a second. Like, I just did not piece that together, especially when the meat man showed up at the bodega. I was like, a meat man. I was like,
meat
what?
man,
I was
yeah.
like, what's happening? They're 50s.
But yes, they are carrying this monkey, a Sumatran rat monkey, in this little wooden cage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically this guy from the zoo and then the local that's helping him through.
Right.
Then a tribe shows up and the local is helping translate for him. And basically the tribe is saying they're going to kill them if they don't put that monkey down and leave.
Yeah, dude. Why does it look Canadian to me?
Okay, I could see that. You know what? I think it's the Commonwealth of, don't you have that in common? Canada, New Zealand, England,
Yeah,
Australia.
it's the vibe. I don't know why. Like, I said that when we watched Pin, too. I was like, this has got a Canadian feel to it, man.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
We've discussed that where I was like, I don't know what that means,
Yeah.
but I take your word for it.
If you're Canadian, you know what it means.
If you know, you know.
That's right.
So the guy, the zookeeper, I'll just call him, he's like, oh, is that so? And then he's like, I have a permit from the boss himself and pulls out this paperwork showing a tribe paperwork like that matters to
Like
them.
the tribe's gonna go like, oh, you know what? Actually.
Oh, it's a legality? Sorry about that. No. And they're like, nah, we're going to kill you. And so the zookeeper pulls out this giant gun.
Dude.
And is like, I'm taking this monkey with me. They end up getting away from the tribe, okay? They jump into this Jeep where men are waiting for them. The local guy barely makes it to the car, but he does. In this scramble, the cage landed very closely on the zookeeper, and he gets bit a little bit or scratched or something by the monkey. And they start yelling, Zendaya, which I don't know what that means. I knew they didn't say Zendaya, but that is what I thought at first.
I know,
when
it's
they
what
said
it sounds like, yeah.
And they're like, you got the bite. Now they're outside of the Jeep, okay? They grab, I don't know, a machete?
Like a huge machete.
But it's so, I've never seen a machete that shape.
No, agreed.
It had like a wide tip almost. It was bizarre. And they chop his arm off because they see that he has a bite on his arm. Just like whacked it off, okay? Already, blood everywhere. He's screaming. We're starting off hot, okay? Then they notice a bite on his other arm. Zendaya, They chop off that arm. Then they notice a scratch on his head, so you know where this is going.
Oh my God.
They swing the machete down, and then we get the title card.
Great opening, man.
Oh my gosh.
That sets the stage.
Yes.
I really had no fucking clue where this was going.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
And then watching it for a second time, I totally forgot about the beginning because it goes so crazy that I'm like, oh yeah, this is how it started.
Yeah.
Okay, so we then see that the monkey is being transported on a plane. So I guess, I don't know if the local guys were able to take it away
Yeah,
from
I
the
guess
tribe
so.
after all.
Yeah, they're going to the Wellington Zoo.
Yes, they're going to the Wellington Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
They use a literal toy plane for this effect where it's showing it flying through the sky. It's so funny.
Okay, in my notes, I said, the way they're throwing the cage around is really pissing me off. This like killer monkey. Of course, I'm like mad that they're not treating it right.
I mean, they really should have left the killer monkey where it belonged.
Yeah.
And so they are in New Zealand. And then we followed this truck through the town to this little family store, the little bodega, where we meet Pakita.
Pakita, yes. And Roger walks in to say hello. Roger's the meat man.
Yeah.
And he clearly likes her.
Yeah. And she is very into him.
Yeah.
She's like very, very into him.
Yeah.
She's trying to flirt. He doesn't seem to be getting it though.
He just comes across to me as like
full of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the vibe. I don't know why I feel that way, but
is this the same guy that from later? Or do you know?
The same guy from later?
Where she ends up dating a different guy?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
It's the same guy.
He's definitely full of himself.
Yeah, he comes across a little bit arrogant, and but she's so cute. She's like, she's like staring at him. She's obviously into him. She's like, whatever. He tells her she's wearing a pretty dress and like fixes her strap for her, which like we were talking about touching in one of the episodes we just did. And it's like, don't touch me.
Yeah, the little strap of her dress is like falling down. I thought she was doing it on purpose, and she might have been because she was coming on hard.
No, that's actually a really good point. But okay, whatever. She looks like she's gonna faint when he touches her.
Oh, I know. So you don't know if he's oblivious or what. I took it as she was coming onto him really hard, and he was oblivious.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe you're probably right. You're probably right. I was taking notes, so I was like in and out. But
yeah,
he says, "See you later, alligator."
Oh my gosh. It is the 50s, I guess. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And so she's working at this bodega for her grandparents, or at least her grandmother.
Yeah, Grammy.
And so her grandma comes out from behind her and she's like, oh, you like him?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, come here, I'm going to read your cards. I love how that's her response.
Yes, Granny, yes. Really quick, I just wanted to say the tarot cards that she's reading are the Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck.
Okay.
Yes, Thoth.
Okay.
Thoth deck. But 2 cards, the Star and the Prince of Cups, are different than the ones that are actually featured in the real deck.
Interesting. I love that you looked into that.
Listen, I read tarot cards, okay? I love my tarot cards. So I was like, I want to know what kind these are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love looking up stuff like that in movies.
Yeah.
So they go to the back. She's reading her cards, and her grandmother sees that. Well, she says she sees the man of her future when she pulls out one of the cards. And it's not Roger.
It's not, but it's going to be a wonderful romance, and it will last forever.
Yes. And she says this man will enter your life in the near future, and you will become romantically entangled.
Mm-hmm.
And that she will recognize this man by the symbol of the star and the moon.
Yes.
And then Pakita notices another card laid down that says oppression on it. And she goes, what's this? And then the grandmother's like, oh, nothing.
Yeah.
And hides it.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to do a little more research on that one, which we'll find later.
Mm-hmm.
Then the bell rings for the front of the store, so she has to go see what's going on. And we meet Lionel.
Lionel.
He's very clumsy. He's bumbling around. He's tripping over things.
He really is.
And he is annoying the shit out of her.
No, for real. But he's really into, I don't know why I made a note of this, but like he's looking at Sunlight soap. Did you notice that?
No.
He was just really like heavily looking at the Sunlight soap. I'm not sure why. I'm wondering if it was like a distraction for him because
he didn't know what to do with his hands.
He doesn't know how to talk to her. He doesn't know what to do. Yeah.
And he's placing an order, and he tells her, my mother wants it packed this certain way so things don't get crushed. And Pakita's just kind of rolling her eyes like, whatever. And we're going to find out that his mother is quite bossy and overbearing.
Oh,
so
she's a fucking witch, man.
I could see her being like, make sure it's packed this way.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts knocking over, I want to say some pencils on the counter.
They're pencils, yeah.
And it falls into what Pakita seems to think is the symbol of the star and the moon, which I thought this was a stretch.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. And it happened immediately after her grandmother told her this.
Yes.
But Pakita really wants to find a husband. So
I guess so. Can I just say that for some reason in my notes, I wrote that the movie reminds me of a Don't Do Drugs commercial or a reenactment on Rescue 911.
okay.
Like, I don't know what it is about the style of the film.
Okay, there's one scene in here where I remember writing that this gives me Mr. Bean vibes. Which Mr. Bean was popular at this time.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Yes. But Pakita is, she all of a sudden is like, this is my night.
Yes.
I found him. He looks super freaked out as she like approaches him.
Oh yeah, her entire demeanor changes. She's like, oh, she was so annoyed, and now she's like, you're the one.
Yeah, she's like, I'm into you, baby. And he stumbles out of that store, and she does not look very impressed with that.
No, he's walking backwards away from her. He's tripping over shit. He almost walks right into a trolley.
Like, he almost gets taken out.
I don't know how they even shot that because he wasn't looking, and he like almost walked in front of it. Actually, it like grazed him,
And then he stumbles like into it.
yeah.
And she kind of is into it though, because obviously, like, it's that thing. Like, she made him nervous.
Like, I guess still got it.
Yeah, like, oh, this boy's a little afraid of me. I'm into it. Okay.
So he gets home and we hear from the outside of the house that his mother is yelling for him.
It sounds like she's yelling Thilo. I had to turn on the fucking captions because I was like, what is she yelling?
Oh, was she yelling Lionel?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. But she lives in a huge house. Like, they've got a big estate,
They're well off.
very well off. The music is making every scene feel intense and on the verge of like something terrible happening,
Yeah.
you know?
And you don't know why she's screaming at first, so something could be happening to her.
Mhm.
But then we find out that she just wants him to get this beetle out of the house.
Yeah.
And
Bit of a drama queen.
she is a very eccentric. She's dressed like a very wealthy woman. She speaks like, this place is infested with vermin, which I loved.
It's very Norman Bates vibes for me.
I could
like,
see that.
Lionel is a huge mama's boy.
Yes.
He does anything she asks. She's very overbearing, protective.
Mhm.
And we'll see that throughout the film that I don't think Lionel has ever dated, or I don't even know if he's had friends outside of the mother.
Definitely never stood up to his mother.
No, but he seems very socially awkward.
Yes, he
and
is.
a little, shall I say, inept. Is that mean?
No, I would agree. He does.
He's very, very awkward.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So his mother is opening a letter with a butcher's knife, which I just thought was a nice little touch. Like, she's just very eccentric.
Eccentric is a nice way of putting
Yeah.
it.
And she says, you'll be pleased to know that your mother has been voted treasurer elect of the WLWL. And it's something, a welfare league.
Mm-hmm.
And someone is dropping by to offer their congratulations. That's important.
She looks like, I guess she is she was a theater actress.
Oh, I could see that.
And I could totally see it too, because
Yeah.
it is very theater.
Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she realizes, because someone's coming over, she looks around and she goes, oh God, look at the state of this place.
There's dust.
It is spotless.
It's so clean.
This house is professionally cleaned by a maid, I'm sure.
100%. She forces Lionel to go cut the grass, even though the grass has already been cut.
Yeah, he says, I just mowed the lawn. And she goes, does this look like a well-maintained frontage?
This woman is like losing it. All of a sudden, a dog. So Lionel's outside. He has to cut the grass. A dog hops the fence and pounces onto Lionel. And Pakita is there making a home delivery. She knew exactly what she was doing, man.
Yes.
And Lionel's like, doesn't your brother usually make home deliveries? And
Mhm.
she's just like, oh, whatever. Not today.
Not today.
Like, she knows what's up.
Yeah, her dog is also there named Fernando.
I said in my notes, she's got Riz.
Okay.
She got a little bit of Riz.
And she's like, you like my dog? He's very big, yes?
He is a
And
cute dog.
It's a German Shepherd, right?
Yeah, it's a German
Yeah.
Shepherd. Mhm.
And he's like, any bigger, he'll have to be in a zoo. And she's like, what? So Pakita's first language is Spanish, and they're having a little bit of trouble understanding each other. Or maybe Pakita just has Riz, or a little bit of both.
I think she does,
Because-
man.
Yeah, because how this is set up is it's cute. So he's explaining to her what he means by the zoo.
Mhm.
And there's basically a breakdown in the communication that leads to Pakita getting Lionel to take her on a date.
Dude, I'm convinced that she knew exactly what the zoo was and exactly
Yeah.
what he was saying, and was just being like, oh, I don't know what that is. I've never been, just so that he would be like, oh, well, I have to take you.
Right. Because she's mispronouncing zoo, and he's trying to explain, no, zoo, and what it is. And he's like, no, you'd like to go to the zoo. And she goes, oh, yes, please. Like he's asking her.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yes.
And so then he's like, oh, like he realizes like, oh shit, we're going on a date. And so they agree to go tomorrow and he'll meet her outside the shop. Inside, his mother is watching from the house and she is not happy about this.
Controlling.
Yes. Lionel from the outside hears a glass break. So now he is like, I have to go. And he literally runs away from Pakita.
Mm-hmm.
And his mother is like, this vase wouldn't have broken if you took care of the dusting. And she's already scolding him.
She's such a manipulative. I was about to say something so terrible.
But she is so manipulative.
Yeah.
And she goes on to say that this vase is irreplaceable. It was a gift from his father, so her late husband.
Way to guilt trip.
Before he was taken from us, and starts sobbing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We know damn well she broke that vase to manipulate Lionel.
Mm-hmm.
And so the next day, Lionel and Pakita are on their date at the zoo, though. He does go out with her.
Yes.
And Lionel zones the fuck out when he sees some water. It looks like he's scared. Like he had a vision of some hand flapping in the water.
Yep.
And he tells Pakita, because she can tell that he's off. And he tells her that when he was young, he almost drowned in a pier and his father died trying to save him.
That is really heavy to tell your like date.
On a first date.
Very first date. Very first time hanging out.
Like, I'm not opposed to getting things out in the open right away.
No, me too. I listen, you know me. I will just go and tell you whatever. But
it did feel very heavy, though it was in response to how he was reacting. For me, the fact that Pakita then takes his hand and just gives him a little smile and then they just walk away, I thought that was, I don't know, not necessarily the reaction I would expect after divulging something like that.
yeah, because she's just looking at him with like hearts in her eyes.
She was just like, okay.
She's like, you could be saying anything right now.
No, for real. And then she's like, okay, let's go see the monkeys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she throws an apple core in the cage of the monkeys, which I guess maybe was okay for this time. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She's feeding them, maybe. And they're all giggling. You know, she gives Lionel a little kiss. And then out of nowhere, one of the monkeys gets smacked with something from the next cage over. And it reaches through their cage and grabs the apple core. Pakita and Lionel are horrified. We see a sign on this cage saying Simian radicus. It's the rat monkey from Sumatra.
Yeah, it is. Rat monkey is a great way to describe what it fucking looks like.
It just looks like a giant rat.
It does, yeah.
But I guess maybe with monkey legs, like maybe the legs were kind of like a monkey.
I mean, it's gnarly looking.
Also, it's stop motion, like claymation, right?
Yeah, we love that.
And so it pulls the monkey, the other monkey, through the cage. It starts eating it.
Mm-hmm.
And then a zookeeper runs up with a cigarette in his mouth, which I just thought was a funny touch.
Yeah.
And starts taking care of the situation. He grabs the rest of the dead monkey and he turns to Pakita and Lionel. And he's like, this is wild, by the way. Story goes, great big rats come off the slave ships and raped the little tree monkeys.
Like,
and I was like, my jaw just dropped. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Dude, same. I was like, I had to rewind it. I was like, did I just hear that right?
Then proceeds to tell them that the natives used them in quote unquote black magic rituals while he's spilling the monkey's blood onto Pakita's shoes.
Dude, he's just holding the dead monkey.
I thought she was going to get infected here, actually.
Yeah.
And she's nauseous from this, obviously, and wants to sit down. And like they're just on this date and the zookeeper just cannot read the room. Not even just reading the room. Obviously, it was very unprofessional.
Yeah.
But also, that was just a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
No.
Then we see that the mother is there. Vera is her name. And she's stalking her son on this date.
Vera.
Come on, Vera. And she slips while she's doing this against that rat monkey cage and gets bitten. She starts screaming. Lionel immediately recognizes her scream. The monkey's head is sticking out of the cage. And she bashes it with her purse, then squishes it with her heel as people are watching.
I'm not going to lie, though. This is the only part of the movie that I was like, hell yeah, Vera.
And about an animal getting killed, too. But it was... First of all, it was clay.
And he ate another monkey. So you're dead to me.
He was a little asshole, I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
But so people are watching in horror. They're all freaking out. Lionel and Pakita run over. And then Pakita tries to approach her like, I'll help you. And the mother shoves her away.
No, it's so terrible. And I feel like Lionel, like, yeah, he comes across as just very docile.
Yeah. For sure. And then Vera puts her best sad face on and goes, Lionel, take me home. Which is just so, she does suck.
Yeah.
These types of parents are the worst.
They just cause so much damage. Like this poor Lionel, the fact that he ends up being a badass is like, I didn't expect it to go that way.
Yeah. Like, this is an adult man. You need to cut the cord, lady.
Yeah. And it explains why how he responds to the zombies throughout the movie. Like, he has no backbone.
Yeah. Also, he leaves Pakita there. He leaves with his mother and leaves Pakita there, which, I don't know. I guess this is a first date. Obviously, Vera wouldn't want her to come anyway, but I'm just imagining, like, wouldn't you be like, hey, come to my house with me? Sorry, we got to make this little pit stop. But whatever. He leaves her there and she's just like, okay. So back at home, a nurse is wrapping up Vera's arm. And she tells Lionel, you have no idea how much pain and anxiety you caused me. And he's trying to explain. And she's like, I'll tell you what she is, talking about Pakita. And she says, she's experienced.
Oh my God.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
And she's like, why have you gone on of your way to upset me? And he apologizes and says it won't happen again. Like, come on, Lionel.
And he literally tucks her in.
He does. He tucks her in. He goes back to his room and Pakita is outside yelling Lionel from the street or from the lawn.
Like, listen, Pakita decided, this is who I want, and this is who I'm motherfucking gonna get.
No, for real. I'm like, girl,
she is pursuing him hard.
A little too hard for my taste, but you know what? Do you, girl?
Whatever.
But she does have his jacket too, so she has a reason to go, right?
Seems like she's always got a reason to stop by his house.
That's true. That's true. So he is like, be quiet, be quiet. But then he's like, all right, come up. So she climbs up this ladder to get to his little balcony. And he's like, this could have waited till morning. And Pakita's like, is that all you have to say? And I was like, for real.
Yeah.
'Cause even though I was like, Pakita, you got like, don't try so hard. I was also like, damn, don't be rude to her. Like, she brought your jacket back.
That's how I felt too. But then he does kind of go on to tell her a little bit of the relationship with his mother.
Yeah.
Right. And Pakita like wants to go see, I think she wants to go see a movie with him the next day. And he tells her it isn't possible, even though he wants to. And she's like, okay, are you like romantically entangled now? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was very, I don't know.
She's thinking about what her grandmother told her. And she's like, no, this is the one. This has to be the one, right?
Yeah. Like, she's saying to him, like, we're entangled.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like, girl, you went on one date with this guy and you had to ask yourself out for him.
That's what okay. Yes.
Let it go.
But at the same time, like, she's like relentless.
She is.
She's like, no, Lionel, you will be mine.
That's why I said, like, she really wants a husband. I think some people really are just like, no, I want to be in a relationship. I'm going to find one.
I don't get that.
No. Like, to each their own.
No,
you know,
of
do
course.
you.
I'm not judging you.
But
I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not. Whatever.
Don't. Yeah. Well, you know
okay.
what? Yeah.
But can I also say, like, he looks totally surprised by this.
Yes.
And I don't know why I wrote, why is this every situationship ever? It's like you guys are like getting along, everything's great. You've gone on a few dates. You guys are into each other, and then all of a sudden, he's like, "Wait, what? I didn't know that's what was happening."
Wait, this is romance? Wait,
like,
you think that we're dating?
We're not dating. Oh my God, no.
Basically, Pakita's like, "What are we?" And he's like, "Oh," but we know that it's not because he doesn't want to. It's because he has these family issues with his mother.
They've also only had one date, and it was at a zoo, and it went horribly wrong.
Yeah. Also, you saw that his mother was stalking him. Well, I guess she doesn't know that, right? She doesn't know that's why she was there.
Yeah.
But they start kissing.
They make out. It's Makeout City, baby.
Yeah, Makeout City. And she's giving me the vibe that she just wants anyone and she doesn't care who it is.
Okay, I do sort of see that, but I also see it as like an infatuation.
Sure.
Like she seems like the type of person that gets infatuated by people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like she was infatuated with the meat man.
Like she is locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lionel, I mean, considering some of the shit he does in this movie and she is down for it, I'm like, okay, girl, like whatever.
It gets more and more questionable as we go on. It's very similar to when we covered American Werewolf in London.
She's a ride or die.
Yeah, she's a nurse,
Yes.
Alex Price.
Shit, man.
Okay, so now we see three scenes that are kind of cutting back and forth. We see Lionel hooking up with Pakita.
Yep.
We see Vera starting to get really sick and uncomfortable in her room.
Oh, her wounds are looking infected.
Ugh. And then we see Pakita's grandma going back over those cards, including the oppression one, and pulling out a giant necklace, which is a star and a moon. And I was thinking, okay, that's the star and the moon from the cards. So, like, were you just going to put that on? Were you going to give that to whoever your granddaughter chose? I was a little confused. Remember, she said you'll recognize him by the sign of the star and the moon.
Yeah, but wasn't that the pencils?
It was supposed to be in Pakita's mind, but then the grandma had this necklace this whole time that looked exactly like what was on the cards.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm
Do you
saying?
think the grandmother knew that Lionel was coming?
Maybe.
Yeah.
She definitely seems to have some foresight.
Definitely, yeah.
So I don't know. So the next morning, Lionel goes to open the curtains in his mother's room. And he's in a great mood, by the way. I wonder why.
Oh, gee.
He's whistling. What a beautiful day. You know, he's having a great time.
Wait, did they hook up or they just made out?
I think they hooked up.
Oh, shit.
Well, this is the thing. They only show them making out. They
It was
don't
like
show,
hardcore makeout city, though.
It was. And I
Yeah.
think maybe they show her in his room. I don't remember off the top of my head. But then that part when he's whistling and says, what a beautiful day. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's not just like kissed a girl. That's like, yeah.
Then again, for Lionel, it could be.
No, really. Like, honestly, her just holding his hand probably would have enacted like the same reaction.
Yeah. So we don't know for sure.
Mhm.
Okay. And so he looks over and he sees his mother is very sick. This is where he unwraps her arm.
It's like pulsating, man.
Pulsating. Yeah. It's like an open wound. It's so gross.
Yeah.
And he wants to call the nurse, but she's like, no, I'm perfectly all right. You will look after me, Lionel. I'm like, all right.
She sucks.
The doorbell rings, and it is the colleague that was stopping by for that award to wish her congratulations.
It's her and her husband.
Yeah. This scene is so funny to me. It's
the
gross,
best.
but it's great.
Yeah.
So Vera starts freaking out. She runs to her vanity. She can barely breathe or speak.
Okay. I think this is the only time I've ever seen a movie where someone's literal cheek falls off their face and is then super glued back on. Like
Yeah.
Lionel immediately is like, don't worry, mom, I got you. And
Yeah.
grabs glue to glue her literal cheek
Yeah.
is hanging off.
Yeah. Because when she went to put on her makeup, it just like scraped off.
Like slothed off of her.
Yeah. At one point, she's like, get my dress. Like she can barely speak, but she is going to go talk to these people.
But also when her cheek falls off, she literally goes, oh.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cell is fantastic.
It's so funny.
And Lionel is like, Mom, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't say it like that, but like, that's, that's
Right.
the vibe, right? But he does like what any good son does. And like I said, he glues that cheek back on.
That's what you do, you know, as one does.
Yep.
So at dinner, there are now the four of them are sitting at the dinner table.
Oh, boy.
And this woman is telling Vera how happy she is that she's on the committee, while the husband is just stuffing his face.
Oh, he's not paying attention to a gosh darn thing.
No.
And Vera is struggling.
A lot.
And at first, the chick doesn't really notice because she's too involved with what she's talking about.
Mhm.
But as the conversation goes on, she's starting to notice that Vera is having like a hard time. I mean, the mother's making like weird sounds, like
Yep.
like she's struggling breathing, like
She's trying to talk and she can barely speak. She grabs the steak or whatever it is off the woman's plate and starts tearing into it with just her hands.
yeah.
The husband afterwards is like, what? No pudding?
No, but he also says what we need is another war.
Oh my gosh.
What
yeah.
are you talking
It
about?
made
sir?
no sense to the conversation either.
No, at all. But yes, he makes a big stink and he wants pudding. And Lionel's like, shit, okay. So he brings out custard.
Yeah, I do love custard.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
I mean, if you only have seen it in this scene, you would never want it.
I don't think I've ever had custard. Wait, is it inside of donuts
Yeah,
sometimes?
yeah.
Oh, like a Boston cream?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So we get a close-up of the husband eating, okay?
Mhm.
Okay. And it's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Vera's open wound
Yep.
explodes into the husband's custard. Oh my God, it's going to make me throw up. Oh my God, it's going to make me sick. Oh, the pus.
Yeah, it's pus. It is. And
Dude.
do you want me to take it from here?
Dude, this is why I sometimes have a hard time eating in like large groups with large groups of people.
Oh, because this is what you see?
Yeah, like in my head, I just think about like, you ever see the episode of The Simpsons when Mr. Burns is obsessed with germs?
No.
Oh, there's an episode where he looks at someone, he looks at Mr. Smithers, and all he has is like germs all over his face. And sometimes that is how I see things once in
Okay.
a while. If I'm in like a big group of people and we're all eating, sometimes I'm like, it just like weirds me out.
Okay.
It's
It's the germaphobe part.
the germaphobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying makes no rational sense.
No, I understand. I get like that in certain situations. Not that specifically, but
Yeah.
I don't know why I have a strong stomach, but I do. And so watching scenes like this, like I could eat custard and watch this and not be bothered by it.
I don't know what it is. I think it's the pus.
It's disgusting.
Like blood doesn't bother me in
Yeah.
movies, but like when it's like pussy,
or just something, any bodily fluid like that
Ugh.
going, like someone else eating it.
dude.
It is disgusting.
Yeah,
because that's what's gonna happen. It goes into his custard.
He doesn't even notice.
No, he's like rich and creamy, just the way I like it.
Oh,
now
no.
saying it, I recognize that it's nasty, but I don't know why I don't have an adverse reaction to it. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the wife sees this and she doesn't say anything, by the way.
I
Which
know,
is also,
right? Do
I'm
you think
like,
she like low-key hates her husband?
that's the vibe I get.
She's like, this motherfucker's had karma coming for him for so long.
I ain't saying shit. But then she sees Vera's ear fall off into her own custard, into Vera's custard, and Vera eats it. And now the woman runs away to vomit.
Dude, the husband is completely unfazed.
Doesn't even really care.
No.
And so now, he's like, great dinner, lad, or whatever he says to him, and they leave. We see that Vera is sitting on the floor by the fridge eating meat with her hands, which definitely seems unlike her character earlier in the movie, right? And so she says, don't let them take me away. And Lionel promises to take care of her, unfortunately.
It's very Norman Bates, man.
It is. And so then Pakita runs into his house, doesn't knock. She just runs right in to warn him that dark forces are working against him. Now,
at this point, I'd be like, girl, what is going on?
Yeah. Like on his end now, I'd be like,
That's what I mean. Like, I'd be like, okay, I really like you, but pardon me?
You're trying very hard and now you're saying really weird shit.
Yeah, like you can just say you like me. It's okay.
Right.
Keep it nice and simple.
Yeah. Then they hear barking and growling upstairs.
Because the dog runs in after Pakita.
Yes. And Pakita yells, Fernando! And they get upstairs and Vera has eaten the dog.
There's fucking blood everywhere.
Yeah, it's really gross. Lionel pulls a huge, essentially hairball. I think it's just his tail.
I thought it was the carcass. I thought
the whole thing?
I thought she had like skinned it and like ate everything and he just pulled the carcass out.
That's very possible. It just looks like a matted long piece of hair, like fur to me. They definitely used a prosthetic to pull it out of, but it looks like her face.
Yeah.
Vera's face. And Pakita, her response is so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but how she delivered it. She's like, your mother ate my dog. Then Vera jumps up and starts attacking Pakita. Lionel interferes and they go tumbling down the stairs. Vera runs to get the nurse, and Vera is lying in Lionel's arms and continues to look worse and worse. So like at this point, her lips are all swollen. And every time we see her, she's going to keep progressively getting worse.
Yeah, she's looking rough, man.
So the nurse comes, I don't know how close she was, but apparently pretty close, and says that she'll call for the ambulance. And she tells them, pack some things for the hospital. And Pakita's like, I'll pack, which I was like, girl, she just ate your dog.
She just ate your dog. And like, honestly, I feel like for her to say like I'll pack for you, like that's actually a really nice gesture.
It is.
But also like you don't know where anything is.
Yes.
Like you're gonna have to be like in real time, you're like opening up all these different closets.
Right.
Like does mother take medication?
Yeah.
Like, yo, there's a lot of questions.
But if there's one thing Pakita's gonna do, it's be a ride or die.
Oh, she is, man. She is there for you.
So Vera appears to die in Lionel's arms, and he's obviously upset.
Okay, but the way the nurse just turns and looks at him and is like, your mother is dead. Like,
yeah. I mean, she does end up hugging him, and she's like, she's like, I'll help you with the arrangements. It was
just
nice.
like the first line, like, Lionel, your mother is dead.
Right. Also, I noticed that some of the coloring in these scenes, I don't know if you got the same thing, they would appear kind of off.
Oh.
And it almost, I wondered if those were deleted scenes. And that then they were being added back in, maybe.
Oh, interesting. I didn't catch that.
It's random scenes that do that.
Yeah.
So while they're talking, Vera pops up from behind, looking like a full zombie now, peeling face, white eyes, grabs the nurse by the head. She snaps her head backwards. It was so weird to try to describe this. So her whole neck, the nurse's whole neck is open from the front. And Pakita doesn't know this is happening, by the way. So
like it's hanging on now by like just a vertebrae.
Just the back of her spine.
Yeah, her back spine. Yeah.
Pakita is like, Lionel, which toothbrush is your mother's? Because yeah, she doesn't know where anything is.
The humor is great in this movie, though.
It is, because Vera is choking Lionel, and he still answers. He's like, the green toothbrush.
It's the green one.
So Lionel accidentally kicks the radio on in this commotion, and it's like this old time show where they would like read stories over the radio. I was confused about this at first because I thought like there was some type of audio issue where there was overlapping, because it almost sounds like Lionel talking for a second, but it's the radio. So then the nurse is alive again. She is now a zombie, and her and Vera start choking each other.
Yeah, they start fighting. Yeah.
Lionel takes this pointy decoration off the wall and throws it at the nurse, hitting her right in the head, which snaps it back again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's making this gurgling noise.
It's nasty.
She's like a gurgling Pez dispenser. Like,
oh my God.
her head snaps back so many times. And even though it is comical, it is so unsettling.
Pez dispenser. That's great.
I'm like
Holy
expecting
shit.
something to shoot out every time her head comes back.
Oh my God. That's great. Okay.
Lionel's able to knock his mother down into the basement,
Mm-hmm.
and then the nurse too.
Yeah.
And then Pakita comes downstairs with a little suitcase, and Lionel tells her, oh, mom went to the hospital.
He's like so nervous and stressed out, but he's trying to look so chill.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, I didn't hear the ambulance. And he's just like, oh, no, you know, making excuses.
And then he turns the music up so that
Yeah.
you can't hear the zombies in the basement.
And then Pakita's like, okay,
Okay.
well, I'll go now.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out, dude. She
She's
leaves.
clearly irritated, but don't worry. That's not going to be enough to stop Pakita from this romance.
Oh, no, not at all. Okay, can I also say that the music here, it reminded me of like in the movie Snow White. It reminded me like it would be playing while like the dwarves were like walking.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, it was like background music for the storytelling they were doing on the radio.
yeah, but it sounded very like fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep. I could see that. So now with Vera and the nurse locked up, Lionel goes to see this very odd, I want to say like veterinarian is what he was supposed to be.
It's a veterinarian, but he almost seemed like a mad scientist. He's
That's
wearing like,
Yeah.
right? He's wearing like these glasses that are like, I almost said binoculars. No, they're magnified.
Yeah.
These like little beady magnified glasses. He's doing something with, what was that animal?
It looked like he was doing taxidermy.
Yes, it looked like taxidermy. He's very weird.
He has a German accent.
Yes.
And he thinks that Lionel is there from immigration to take him away.
Yes, but Lionel just wants sedatives.
Yeah.
And at first the vet like makes a huge deal out of it. He's like, you know, like, how could you come to me for that? And blah, 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 blah. But then he's like, oh, but I do have tranquilizers.
Yeah. Once Lionel flashes a huge stash of cash, then he's like, oh, Uncle Heinrich changes his tune.
So maybe that's why he thinks people are coming for him, because he's selling scripts like under the table.
I think he might be doing a lot of nefarious things.
Weird shit, yeah.
Because he goes over and gets this large glass jug, like comically large,
Yeah.
labeled tranquilizer.
Yeah.
And as he's grabbing the jug, some scissors rip off a part of the arm of his jacket and it reveals a swastika underneath.
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was like, okay, because that's where I thought they were I thought that's what maybe they were implying with his accent and what he was saying about
Whoa.
immigration and things. And then when they showed that, I was like, okay.
I didn't catch that even a little bit. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he gets his tranquilizer.
He gets all suited up.
Oh, yeah.
Lionel, man, he is like in a makeshift hazmat suit.
Yeah, he's back home in the basement. He's wrapped in pads, shin guards, a helmet,
Yeah.
everything. And then the zombie nurse, goes to grab Lionel and he ends up shoving a needle with the tranquilizer right into her eye,
Oh,
which I do hate that.
yeah.
Her head snaps back again. And then Vera attacks him and he's able to tranquilize her through her nose.
Why does he do that the whole movie?
Every time he tranquilizes Vera, I keep saying Vera and Vera. I don't know which one is which, but either way, it's always through her nose.
Why?
And it grosses me out because
Dude, I couldn't figure it out.
she makes this noise like, and it reminds me of when we had to do the swabs for the COVID tests, where you'd be like, like
Oh,
almost choking.
Dude, yeah, especially at first, like when it first happened, they'd
Yes.
stick that right into your brain, man.
Oh my gosh, it was
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gross. And every single time he does it that way. I don't know why.
I couldn't figure it out.
I think just because it's gross.
Yeah. Lionel has a nightmare here of some blonde lady drowning.
Mm-hmm.
And when he wakes up, he's super startled and he goes to Pakita. So listen, Pakita's Riz worked real well on
Right.
Lionel. He is in, right?
Yeah, he's in her shop.
And she is so pumped to see him, but he looks rough.
Yes.
But he hasn't slept, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, he's having a hard time.
The reason that he went there is because he's like, all right, I'm ready to hear about these dark forces.
Yo, Granny gives him the most depressing tarot card reading ever.
Yeah. She says that Lionel is marked and that death surrounds him.
She gives him that big ass ugly necklace too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to protect him.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And at the same time, Vera is breaking out of the basement.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't call her Vera at all in my notes. She's just mother the
Mother.
whole time. Mm-hmm.
And so she tells the grandma tells Lionel that the necklace contains the power of the white light and it will protect you. Keep it with you always.
Always, man. Don't you put that necklace down. Meanwhile, Mother has escaped the house, walking down the street.
Mhm.
Okay. Lionel continues to lie to Pakita about the situation with his mother, right? And just as this is happening, Mother gets hit by a fucking bus, dude, and flies into the bodega.
Like what?
Launches into the bodega. Lionel sticks the tranq needle up her nose again to knock her the fuck out. And then a rush of people come in. And he's like, oh, Mother must have been released from the hospital early.
Like, okay, but what about her just flying through this door?
She just got hit by a bus. What are you? What?
And so nobody noticed him tranquilize her. And mind you, this is only 40 minutes into the movie. We still have an hour to go.
No, this is the wildest ride ever.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we cut to Vera's funeral.
Right, because now people have seen her get hit by this bus. They have to have a funeral.
She's dead, so man. And the minister and another dude are kind of talking about Lionel. And I guess Lionel's been calling the funeral director, I guess, or the funeral home.
The undertaker.
He's been calling, wanting to see his mother's corpse.
Yeah.
All right. And there's a dude in sunglasses and sideburns, and he shows up and he walks over to Pakita, and they're the worst sideburns I've ever seen in my fucking life. And it turns out it's Lionel's douchebag, douche canoe uncle.
His uncle Les.
Ooh. Oh, he's so gross. Pakita doesn't give him the time of day.
He keeps hitting his inhaler and hitting on her.
It's so gross, dude. It's so gross.
He's like over the top scummy.
Oh yeah, and his like some of the articles of clothing he wears, like at one point his jacket looks like a set of drapes.
Yeah.
Like just brutal.
Yeah, I can see that. So Lionel gets there. This is his funeral, by the way. Okay, they're about to have the funeral. Guests are showing up. That's why Pakita's there.
Yes.
That's why Uncle Les is there.
Yes.
And Lionel finds his mother in the back of this funeral parlor where it seems like they're embalming her right before the funeral.
Okay, not only that, it doesn't just look like they're embalming her. It looks like a science experiment.
It looks like yes, that's a great way to put it, because it's like you just see her head and then there's a sheet covering her body, but it's moving like she's being pumped with things, right?
Pumped full to the point that her
hands are like expanded.
I was like, okay, at first because I haven't seen the movie, so I didn't know what direction we were going in, and I was like, okay, wait, are there like mad scientists running around? Like, what is happening?
I straight up thought that Lionel had brought his mother to that mad scientist German guy.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the scene was so freaking weird. And anyways, so the tubes and shit are being pumped into her body, right? The body starts melting like green fluid, and then it just starts spraying everywhere.
Out of every orifice of her face.
It looks like she had acid poured all over her.
Yeah.
It was so confusing and disorienting, and I truly had no idea what the fuck was going on.
No, and I don't know how early before a funeral you normally embalm a body, but I'm pretty sure you don't do it the morning of.
Like seconds before she's being hauled out.
Right. And then so the funeral director, or the undertaker, and his assistant, who, by the way, was Peter Jackson.
Hell yes. We love that.
He does a cameo in a lot of his movies, especially early on. I don't know so much about the later ones, but definitely early on.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we got to make her presentable. And he like pops her eyes back into place.
It's so... it's wild. Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm stammering because I'm just like, you have to, if you have not seen the movie, just stop listening and go watch it. Because it's so, you're not going to understand it completely until you see what we're talking about.
Yeah. And a lot of times we cover a movie and we say like, oh, if you never watch one scene, watch this. I feel like you have to watch the whole movie.
You got to watch it all, dude, because there's so much going on. So the service starts, right? And the pastor is up there and he's giving his eulogy or whatever. Lionel tries to open the casket to tranquilize her. Okay.
Oh my God.
Because he knows Mama's coming back to town, right?
Yeah.
Like he knows that she's going to wake back up. So before he has a chance to trank her, she busts through the casket. He drops the needle. She jumps on him and now they're struggling, right?
Yeah.
He manages to kick her off. But in the process of this happening, he gets the trank up her nose, but they bust through like a window, like a glass window door in the church / would you say it's a church? Funeral home?
Funeral home.
And He falls. They both fall. He lands on top of his dead mother.
Yeah.
And everybody sees this, right?
Yeah. Uncle Les is laughing, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Uncle Les is laughing. Some people, you can overhear them like saying like, oh man, we feel kind of bad for Lionel. He's
so
taking
funny.
it really hard.
You can hear them like, oh, I've seen many displays of grief in my day, but nothing quite like that.
Look, but they're still like compassionate towards him.
Yeah. And I do like how they're explaining it. Like they don't see her as a zombie. They think, oh, she's dead. She's decomposing. And Lionel is like grief stricken.
And just dragging her out of her casket.
Oh my gosh. Also, before this happens, creepy Uncle Les is hitting on Pakita in church. Well, I think it is a church too, because later we'll see the pastor is there also where the cemetery is.
Oh,
So
I mean,
think it's both.
Les is hitting on her the entire movie.
He's disgusting. He says, I could use a few stiff drinks after this. Care to join me? And then he says, you could look like you could use a stiff one yourself, which I wanted to fucking throw up. And then she cusses him out in Spanish, which I love.
Oh, I love it.
She said, ¿Sabes qué te digo? Que vete a la mierda y déjame en paz, gilipollas.
What does it mean?
Which means, roughly translated, you know what I say? Fuck off and leave me alone, asshole.
Yes, girl.
Which, gilipollas, I actually had to look it up. I had to rewind this like 5 times to catch it because I do speak Spanish, but I'm not a native speaker. So I was like, whoa, like she says it so fast. I had to rewind it. And I was like, I don't know what gilipollas means. And this gives us a clue to where she's from, most likely Spain.
Oh, got you.
That's slang used mostly there.
Got you. I'm so glad that you knew that because I was wondering what she said.
Similar to how you want to look up the tarot cards, I was like, I have to look into that a little more.
Yes, I love that she tells him off. He's such a creep.
I love it. So yeah, the mother Vera, who is now, I guess, dead again, well, tranquilized, looking bloated and slimy this time, is people think she's dead. She's gonna get buried.
Lionel and Pakita are walking together, and he's sort of brushing her off, right? Like, I think he realizes he's in way over his head, and he can't include her in this dysfunction, right? But the uncle, Les, overhears some of the family talking about how Lionel is the sole beneficiary of Vera's estate. Okay? Now we're at the cemetery.
Yeah.
This is one of the craziest scenes in the movie. Lionel goes to the cemetery, obviously, to dig up his mother's corpse.
Which I don't understand why he didn't just leave her there. I guess you could really credit it to him just not having a backbone and not wanting to be without his mother, maybe?
Because he's a complete mama's boy. And she is a zombie, and he feels responsible for her because she's guilt tripped him his whole fucking life.
He did promise her he wasn't going to let them take her away. So I guess that's why, because I was thinking, okay, she's tranquilized. She's trapped in this coffin. You're good. Leave her there.
I mean, yeah, listen, I would have set her on fire immediately. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not Lionel, right? So, but he goes to dig up the grave, and a gang of thugs, like greaser looking dudes.
Greasers, yeah.
Show up. And are they grave robbers? Like, why are they hanging out in the cemetery?
They just look like they were getting drunk in the cemetery to me.
Well, they beat his ass.
Yeah, for no reason.
No reason at all. They take his wallet, and then one of them starts pissing on his mother's grave.
Also, they're laughing so funny. He's like, like it's definitely meant for comedy, but
it's over the top, dude.
Yeah. While this greaser is pissing on her grave, her hand punches through the dirt, grabs him by the dick.
Oh, yeah.
Starts pulling him face to face with her out of the dirt. This was such a cool shot.
It was very cool.
You just see half of her face, like profile, coming out of the dirt and screaming in his face. It's actually scary. And then she starts shredding him, or I guess eating him.
Yeah.
As he's laying on top of her grave. So it looks like he's just kind of like vibrating on the dirt.
Yeah, he's like convulsing.
Yeah. And then she yeets his body through the air and it lands by one of his friends. She starts then eating that guy. And Vera, at this point, she's unrecognizable.
Oh, yeah. No.
Physically, she is just like melting.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, the remaining kids run away and the pastor hears the commotion. So this is where I was like, okay, it's the church and the cemetery and the funeral home all in one, probably. Now there are 3 zombies, okay? Vera and the 2 greasers.
Yep.
And the pastor runs in and says, "Stay back, boy. This calls for divine intervention."
Yo, dude, ready to fucking rumble.
He starts kicking all of their asses.
Like, I'm talking, this guy knows kung fucking fu, dude.
He's doing like Mortal Kombat combo kicks.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
I'm like, is he a zombie hunter? Is he a vampire hunter? Like, I was like trying to figure, I'm like, where is this movie going?
Yeah, no, he just like knows martial arts or
he's
something.
like Buffy. He is like Buffy.
It looks like he's spamming the same buttons on Mortal Kombat over and over and over and over.
Yes, he's like punching and kicking. He's kicking the shit out of them, man.
Yeah, he starts ripping off their limbs.
Yeah, like they're literally their arms and legs.
At one point, he says, I kick ass for the Lord.
Oh, that's great.
And I was so into it. I was rooting for him.
I was so bummed the fuck out. Dude, I'm swearing a lot in this episode. I'm sorry, but this movie is so crazy. I can't help it. I was so bummed out when he gets bit.
Yeah. He rips off one of their heads, flings it into the air, and then when it comes back down, it lands right on his shoulder and bites him. I audibly was like, no!
I know. I was so bummed. But he does this like kick thing. Like, he is like, I can't describe it exactly.
Like his kick combo?
His kick combo, yeah. But he ends up getting launched and impaled on a statue / like headstone.
Yes.
A big one.
You see its hand. It's like, I would say a statue. It's pointing and he goes right through the finger.
Oh, I mean, listen, he died fighting for the Lord, man.
I guess the finger goes through him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, he died fighting for the Lord indeed.
Oh, poor dude. Feel bad for him.
I love that scene so much. It's one of my favorite scenes, possibly my favorite scene in this whole movie.
I think it's absolutely my favorite scene in the whole movie too.
It caught me very off guard.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell was happening.
Yeah. So the next morning, Lionel is making breakfast for his brain dead family.
Of course he is.
So there's Vera, there's the nurse, Boyd, the greaser.
Okay, they're all like tied up too.
And the pastor.
I know.
He's making like eggs and just covering them in tranquilizer.
Yeah, like an absurd amount of tranquilizer. It's almost like he's treating them like they're pets.
Okay, I could see that, yeah.
He has Boyd use a spoon, but the spoon like goes right through his face.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really funny.
And then Vera grabs the food off of said spoon and starts eating it.
Yeah, it's really nasty.
And then Boyd starts throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
It's so funny. There's so much going on still.
Yeah.
And so the nurse is trying to eat, but the food is coming out through her neck. This looks so gross. It's such a cool effect.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
So Lionel pulls her head back, talk about peeling your wig back, and then starts feeding her by putting the food directly down her neck.
It's so fun. It's like baby birds, like mummies feeding their baby birds.
This scene is so wild, but in a different way than the one we just saw. But it's still just so on one. And then the pastor and the nurse start grabbing at each other.
Dude, the pastor puts his hand on her leg and she is into it.
And they're making eyes at each other. They start trying to make out. Then the doorbell rings.
Okay, but like she's like gurgling. It's so gross.
Yeah. Lionel's like, y'all need to stop. At the door is Uncle Les.
Of course it's Uncle Les.
And he's pretending he needs to use a toilet. He's like, yeah, I got a urinary infection.
Ew.
Of course you do.
Like, ew, he just like pushes into the house.
He does. He starts asking about Pakita. And then he's like, oh, so all this is going to be left to you, huh? The amount of families that get torn apart by money and stuff like that, it's devastating.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
So that felt very real of just like an uncle that you have barely seen probably your whole life. And now all of a sudden they're like, oh.
I want to be part of your life.
Yeah. And then he tells Lionel, your mother always said she'd leave it for me. She just didn't get a chance to include me in the will. What a scumbag.
Okay, Les, sure.
Disgusting. And then you start hearing what sounds like people banging in the distance.
Uh-huh.
And Uncle Les is very interested in this.
Of course he is.
He's like, oh, you found your dad's old stag films? I was like, and Lionel also seems shocked by this.
He says something about a donkey. I was like,
He's like, is it the one with the donkey and then chambermaid? I was like, excuse me?
I'm like, Dad, what are you watching, man?
That also made me a little concerned.
Yeah.
Uncle Les wants to go.
Dude, in my notes, I said, what the actual fuck is happening in this movie?
No, for real. The entire time. What is happening?
Also, why doesn't Les ask about the boarded up windows? Like, he just doesn't seem concerned with anything.
Yeah.
Unless it has to do with him.
Yeah, he's only there to serve his own interests.
Yeah.
But he does eventually leave. And when Lionel goes back into the room, the pastor and the nurse are banging on the table.
Oh, yeah. They're going at it for sure.
And so Lionel pulls them apart.
But also the nurse is like eating some of the minister's face.
Yeah. As he pulls them apart, she's biting on his lips and his whole face stretches.
Yeah.
And eventually rips off.
Ugh.
Like his mouth rips off.
Yeah.
So not too long after, they're all back in the basement and we see the nurse fall to the floor and her stomach starts expanding.
She's struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pregnant, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
It happens fast in this zombie world, I guess.
Yeah.
So now we go back to outside Pakita's store. and she sees a disheveled Lionel in a trench coat with his tranquilizer jug walking down the street.
Oh, he is having a really hard time, man.
He is looking rough.
Mm-hmm.
And so she runs out to confront him.
She's like, why are you such a dodgy little fuck? You know what I mean? Like, she really does call him out. I'm like, yeah, call him out. What the fuck is he doing?
She's like, what's your problem? You shut the door in my face. You don't want to see me. And I'm like, there is a part of me that's like, girl, why are you still trying though? You know, but I also understand.
Yes, at this point, call it a day, girl.
I know. I also feel bad for Lionel, and I also think he's making the right decision. Like, there's a little too much going on in my life right now.
I don't want to include you in this. Yeah.
A little too preoccupied.
Yeah.
And he apologizes to her. You know, I'm sorry, but this was just a mistake. And this really upsets her.
She starts crying.
Yeah, she starts crying.
Yeah.
Now he feels bad. He goes back to hug her. Like, I'm not trying to make you cry. Then the other guy pulls up, Roger, right?
Yeah, she runs to the meat man.
The meat man. Well, the meat man runs up to them and punches Lionel to the ground.
Yeah, I was like, oh my, okay.
Yeah. He tells him word around town is he's gone, quote unquote, funny in the head.
He's a real bloody weirdo.
Yeah. And if he touches her again, I'll knock you into the middle of next week.
I mean, I love a guy that stands up for me. I'm not gonna lie, but this was a bit much.
Yeah, but Pakita,
like the meat man, who are you? She doesn't even talk to you, Roger.
Yeah, she was trying to, Roger, and you weren't.
He kayfabed her.
Yeah, but now she is going with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is like, yeah, save me.
You're right. She does want a husband. No, you're so right about that. Yeah.
I mean,
I can't defend her.
It's the late 50s. You know, that was, especially in that time, I think that was more common to be like, you know, I want to go get married. Not that people don't want to do it now, but, you know, especially at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
Your face.
I know. I'm like, God, I hope not.
It was just a different time.
So back at the house, the zombies are like chilling in the basement and they're listening to the radio. And I just thought that was hilarious. All right. The nurse is on the floor, man. She's having a hard time.
Do you think that Lionel turned on the radio for them like people do for their dogs when they leave the house?
Absolutely. I do, for sure.
Am I bad because I don't do that for my cats? Do the cats need it or just dogs?
You know what? I'm not really sure. I leave like music on for the dogs.
Yeah, I always hear people doing that for the dogs. I never heard anyone say they do it for their cats, but
I don't know. Cats are so like, they don't really give a fuck.
Exactly. And also my cats have each other. I always looked at it that way.
Yeah, no, I think you're fine. Yeah.
Anyway.
So Lionel goes downstairs and he checks out the radio, right? And then all of a sudden, a baby hand punches through and Lionel pulls the baby out of the radio. It's a zombie baby.
It's like a slimy mutant and it's eating a rat or at least holding a rat.
Yeah. And then it tries to eat Lionel. So he covers it with a trash can.
Oh my gosh. He tosses it against the wall. And then the baby keeps coming back.
Yeah.
We also see that its umbilical cord has been nailed to like a wooden board. It almost looks like it's being kept on a leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's a leash kid.
He's a leash baby. Oh my God.
And then we cut to Lionel.
Do you know, I never understood why people, like when I was a kid and I would see kids on leashes, I'd be like, whoa, that is so weird. Now as an adult, like kids are so crazy. I'm like, I low-key kind of understand why you kept them on a leash.
No, for real, because you turn your back for 2 seconds.
They're gone.
And I don't even have kids, but I've just witnessed this with my friends. Like 2 seconds, you turn your head and it's like Diddy putting his head in my coffee mug.
Yeah, dude.
You can't turn your back.
No. Oh my God, never.
Especially if you're by a busy street. Like you don't want to make that mistake. It's not worth it. So we cut to Lionel taking this mutant baby out to a park in a stroller.
I mean, Lionel.
This is where I said this feels like Mr. Bean.
Yeah, no, it was totally like, yes, very over the top, very silly. Like,
yeah.
So he's at this park. There are other moms there with their strollers and their kids, right? And as he's walking, he like falls down the hill with the stroller.
Oh my gosh, it's so
like he's
over the top.
He's so bad at blending in.
Yes.
Like it's impossible for him to blend in.
He's trying so hard and he just keeps like dropping the baby and the baby is falling out of the stroller and
we see all these like happy people at the park having a good time and here's Lionel like, and then he witnesses a mom doing something, so he starts mimicking what the mom's doing. And we notice like the camera is kind of like the POV of the baby looking up at Lionel.
Yeah.
And we see that there's barbed wire like holding the baby into the little stroller.
Yeah. But like, why did you take this baby out in the park? That's what I want to know.
I think it goes back to Lionel being a very, very empathetic, compassionate guilt-ridden individual.
Yeah, and he's just like, okay, I guess this is my family now, and I got to take care of them.
Yeah.
And this is what you do with babies, right?
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. The guy's obviously got some issues, but
Also, there were scenes, because the baby does eventually fly out of the stroller. There were some scenes where he's crawling around, and it looked like a full-grown person in a huge costume. Where
The baby?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they used some of it was some of it was someone in costume.
Yeah.
And then some of it wasn't.
And some was a puppet.
Yeah, some was a puppet.
Like
yeah.
when the baby shoots up and he's like, nah, he keeps laughing like that.
Oh, his laughing's awful.
It's so annoying.
Oh, I wanted to okay.
Well,
You know how I feel about
you probably wanted to do what Lionel's about to start do, because he starts beating the baby's ass toward the end. He's shoving it in a sack and like punching it. And everyone around is looking like, oh my gosh, but they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, they're just watching him like beat it against the swing set.
Yeah.
Like
it's so over the top.
it's wild.
I do feel like if they wanted to cut out another scene from the movie, it could have been this one.
Yeah, the baby's crying the whole time.
Yeah.
Too. Like it's not yes, it's a zombie baby, but it's just wailing.
Yeah.
And then he runs into Pakita with the meat guy.
Yeah, with Roger.
Well, Roger just yaps about himself.
He does not stop talking about himself and his time in sports or something.
Oh,
and you can tell she's not really interested.
oh my God, when someone starts talking to me about their time in sports, like my eyes glaze over. Like I'm like, oh yeah? Oh, that's fascinating.
I have a fear of ever talking about myself because I never want to come off that way. So like it's hard for me to even do interviews sometimes because I'm like, I don't want to talk about myself.
You know what dude, I have a similar problem, except because I'm a nervous talker. Like when I get nervous, I start yapping.
Yeah.
And I do end up like talking about myself, but I'm not doing it in an egotistical, narcissistic way.
Yeah, and I don't think talking about yourself is automatically egotistical.
No, but I turn into a motor mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, here, let me tell you all of these things about myself. And I just can't stop.
Yeah. I've never thought that you were doing it in a way that felt like cocky. It's always
So
like
glad.
you're just sharing information.
I'm so glad, because when it happens in real time, it's like an out of body experience. I can see myself just like going, and I'm like, Laura, stop, for the love of God. Please stop talking. Please, I'll do anything. Stop talking.
And conscious you was like, nope. Like, And so Pakita does notice Lionel looking all disheveled, and he is looking at her very longingly, you know, probably a little upset that she's walking with Roger. Now Lionel gets back to the house, and Uncle Les is there, and he has found the zombies. He just let himself in.
Oh yeah. And he's like, he just straight up blackmails Lionel and basically says like, either you give me a cut of the estate or whatever, or I'm gonna tell the police about I'm actually gonna call the police right now. And he like picks up the phone and he's like, hey operator, like I gotta tell you something, I need the police. And
Lionel offers him basically the money and the house.
Yeah, he doesn't care, I don't think. I think Lionel at this point is just like, whatever, man. Like, I got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, because at first he's like, oh, you want the money? And the uncle's not hanging up. And then he's like, the money and the house. And then Uncle Les hangs up.
He's such a piece of shit.
Like, whatever, dude. Just shut up and go away.
Yeah, for sure. And then Les, like the big douche canoe that he is, hosts a party.
Immediately.
And Lionel has no backbone.
Yeah.
He has no legs to stand on.
Yeah.
He's helping host the party. He's handing out finger food.
Yeah. And before the party gets there, we do see that Lionel drops his jug because Boyd distracts him or something. He drops the jug in the basement of tranquilizer. So now he has no tranquilizer. That's also important to note.
Like, there's so many things I wish I could say to Lionel.
I know.
Like, buddy.
But
buddy,
now,
stop. Why are you handing out the finger foods?
I know. Because now there's no tranquilizer, a basement full of zombies, and a house full of people.
Yes. And I will say, thank God, like Lionel ends up being like the hero in the end. I'm so happy that's what happens, because this poor guy is getting the shit kicked out of him emotionally the whole movie.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And his whole life probably.
Yeah.
So one of the drunk guys at this party, because the party is escalating fast, okay, he hears someone start knocking at the basement door. So he goes over and he opens it, and it's Boyd, the greaser, who headbutts him and knocks him out.
Yeah.
We see that, you know, some girl's trying to flirt with Lionel. He is just like not having it, very similar to the beginning of the movie. Pakita and Roger are walking past the party. He has not stopped talking about himself.
He just won't stop.
And she leaves and goes into the party while he's still talking, and he doesn't even notice at first. But then when he does, he just stops talking, puts his hand in his pocket, and just keeps walking.
And just walks. He's like, well, another one bites the dust.
Right. It probably happens to him all the time.
For sure.
So Uncle Les sees Pakita, tries grabbing her, running up and grabbing her like the fucking creep that he is. She kicks him in the balls,
Yes,
and his
Pakita.
toupee falls off.
Ew, I totally missed his toupee falling
I think it falls off a couple times in this movie. Falls off, and then she hides in the basement.
Yes. And you know what I thought was really interesting here? So Pakita discovers the zombies.
Yeah.
Her cell is so interesting to me because she doesn't freak out. She looks intrigued by what's happening.
Yeah.
And she looks concerned for Lionel.
Yeah.
Like, and that, it made me feel a certain way about her.
Yeah.
Like, she's in it. Like, when I say she's a ride or die,
literally,
like, she is in it. She's like, all right, I'm in it with you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's take them out and bury them.
I wonder if also being from the family that she's from and her grandmother being into like the spiritual world and things like that, if she's just kind of, she has to be open-minded, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We're definitely seeing that in her actions. And because when she does realize what's happening, she says to herself, death surrounds him. She's remembering what her grandma said. Like, oh, she was right.
Right. And Lionel here confesses to her, like, you know, he didn't know what to do. He looks so distressed. And she tells him that they have to destroy them.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to hurt his mother. Oh.
I also did think it was interesting when, you know, there's a little commotion. She almost gets attacked. Lionel comes and saves her.
Sure, yeah.
But she starts naming all of them and realizing who they are, like the pastor. And when she gets to the mother and she's like, your mother, I was like, girl, there's no way you recognized her. There's no way.
Not a chance.
No. But yes, they decide, well, Pakita convinces him we need to destroy them.
Yes.
So Lionel does go to inject. Wait, you want to say something before? What?
Lionel grabs a giant glass bottle, like a cartoon-sized bottle that says poison on it.
Everything is labeled just right on the nose here.
It's fantastic.
And so he goes to inject her through the nose again. Okay. The noise she makes is so gross. It's so gross every time. Now, so he has injected her. He injected her with the poison.
Yep.
Upstairs, Lionel and Uncle Les start fighting because Uncle Les, of course, tries to grab Pakita.
Oh, he grabs her. He like pulls her by the hair.
He ends up throwing her into the wall.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah. So Lionel punches him in the face. Good.
Yeah.
But Uncle Les does end up like whooping his ass and throws Lionel down the stairs. So he is now locked in the basement. Now,
I was going to say too, it is kind of sad when he injects his mom, he kisses her on the forehead and she's looking rough as fuck. For him to like kiss her on the forehead, I'm like, man, you love your mama.
For real.
Oof.
So then not too long after that, all the zombies burst through the floor of the basement. And this confused me a little bit. I guess they buried them there, right? Because she did suggest burying them.
Yeah, they buried them.
Okay.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Okay. I think I just missed that for a second. But so they burst through the floor. Now they're busting the basement door down on top of a person who's standing there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's just their torso hanging out from the door when the door is pressed on them. And the zombies all start crawling out. Boyd starts ripping out this person's rib cage.
It's so gnarly and the effects are so cool.
Yes. You're expecting it to just be like, you know, a lot of splatter films, it'll be a lot of blood and guts.
Yeah, right.
I was not expecting ribcage.
No, for sure. And also, Lionel discovers that the bottle of poison that he injected into the zombies was actually an animal stimulant.
Yes.
So now the zombies are like supercharged.
Yeah. So now they're fucking up everyone at the party.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Lionel, Pakita, and Uncle Les end up trapped in a bathroom because they flee. I don't know why that sounded so like unnatural. And then they flee. I didn't even write that down, so I don't know why I said it.
It was all right, man.
Anyway,
was all right.
While they're in the bathroom, these hands come through and they grab Lionel and they're choking him. Pakita starts stabbing these hands with little scissors, like little eyelash scissors.
Yeah.
And then cuts them off with these tiny scissors. A good 90% of this party has now turned into zombies because people are being attacked.
Okay, so I got to break down a couple of things that are
Yes.
happening here,
Oh,
all right?
so much gore in the scene.
Okay, one guy gets his face skinned off.
Oh,
Like just pulled right off and he's just a little skeleton.
yep.
Okay. One lady gets her stomach ripped out of her body,
Yep.
dude. And then she's looking down and like screaming as she's like dying, right?
Yes. So at one point, there's this guy that gets his whole body from the waist down skinned.
Because he's like stuck in kind of like the parlor door.
Yes. And it's just bones left. And so, like, the skeleton of his legs, and they're still kicking.
Yes, and all the skin and meat and bones or muscles have been ripped off.
Yes.
Oh, it's so nasty.
There's a girl that gets punched through the back of her head and out her mouth.
It's my favorite in the whole thing.
Really?
Oh, I was not expecting it. I was not expecting that punch through the back of her head, through her mouth, dude.
And then the zombie is still grabbing at another person with her on his arm like a fucking bracelet.
Yeah, that was Rita. He's trying to grab Rita.
Yeah. Oh, it's so nasty.
Yeah.
There's
a bracelet.
like a bracelet. Then some guy's eating his own arm down to the skeleton. Uncle Les is pulling out the pastor, it looks like, teeth with a pair of pliers, which I was like, you're not even trying to kill him. I think they just show how sadistic he is.
No, for sure, because he says something like, oh, now you're toothless. Or
yeah, and it's
something
not
like
the
that.
last weird thing that he'll do that's not actually killing the zombie. So
Yeah.
he's enjoying this.
For sure.
Lionel ends up using a broken door to cut Boyd in half. And then Boyd's torso is still fighting Lionel. And they have like this little fight scene with half the body.
Yes.
Then Lionel traps him in a toilet, which I thought was very clever.
Oh, it was so good. And
Is
his like head is stuck in between the toilet seat.
Yeah, like it's like the toilet seat is acting as like a collar on him.
Yeah.
And his torso, like I guess his waist is stuck in the toilet.
Yes, and then he has like his intestines start like pouring out of him.
Ugh.
And then the intestines like come to life and create their own sort of zombie intestine creature.
Yeah, they start wrapping around Lionel's legs as he's trying to escape through the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, he does break free, and the intestines start admiring themselves in the mirror.
Okay.
Question mark?
It fully like stopped and looked at itself, and then the music changed for a
Yes.
second, and it was like, oh,
You could tell it was doing this with its hair, like
yeah, like
fixing its hair or
I'm
something.
looking good.
Yeah, like, ew, girl.
Hello.
So Lionel gets to the attic, and his necklace starts spinning and pointing him in the direction of a trunk, where he finds old photos of his dad and this woman that he keeps having visions of.
Yes, and then there's also a carcass in there,
Oh yeah, a whole dead body, just like
skeleton.
just skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pakita, we see now, is trying to put the baby in a food processor. And he jumps up and is hanging from the light. Like, she goes to turn it on, he jumps up.
But didn't the baby bite Rita? I'm pretty sure the baby has
Probably. I
bit
started
Rita here, and that's why she's sticking him in the blender.
probably.
Yeah.
I just started writing down highlights because there's so much
so
going
much going on. Yeah.
So he's hanging from the light fixture.
He's like laughing too.
Like doing that little
I
laugh.
hate him.
It breaks. He lands back in the already turned on appliance, and he kind of like shoots out of it, and then Pakita punches him through a window.
I know, it's so awesome. It's so good. And then it hits Uncle Les in the dick.
Yes. And I think this is where his toupee falls off again.
Oh, it's so good.
And Uncle Les goes to cut its head off with the garden shears, but the baby runs away.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of zombies come, and Uncle Les tries to get back into the house through a window, and he's like banging.
And Pakita, being like the sweetheart that she is like, we have to help him. We have to let him in. She lets him in. He immediately goes for Rita and is like, you have a bite mark.
Yeah, and also he left you all because when they were getting attacked through the door, he escaped through the window.
And he was definitely going to do something to Pakita.
Yeah. So I
Ugh.
thought that was huge of her to actually try to save him because I would have left his ass out there.
Yeah, she's a good person. Ride or die to the end, man.
For real.
My God.
I wrote, she does let him in. I wouldn't have.
No. Here, buddy. No.
There's also a zombie that gets a light bulb that's like on the wall, shoved through the back of her head, and then she's stuck on the wall glowing through her head.
Okay, I couldn't figure out when I was watching it. I was like, I missed how that happened. I was like, why is this zombie glowing?
Yeah.
Like a glower, man.
There was a lot in here where I had to sit and think of how I was going to describe this in the most efficient way.
Yeah. And as this is all happening too, the intestine monster is following Lionel around.
Yes, the intestines are back to attack him, and they start going up his pants, which creeped me out.
Oh, so gross.
So then Lionel falls through the ceiling and is basically stuck by one foot upside down. He's like a piñata waiting for the zombies.
A pinata.
Yeah, and then his necklace falls. That's another important thing. The necklace
Yikes.
that's supposed to protect him.
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
Now we see Uncle Les chopping up a bunch of zombies into a giant pile. And I mean, he does kill a bunch of zombies.
I can't lie. I really loved that scene. I loved the shot. It was wicked. He's holding 2 cleavers and he's just like boom, boom, boom,
slicing
boom,
them
boom.
up.
Yep.
Then he's putting another through a food processing machine, like a press.
Yeah, it looked like when you either like make pasta maybe
Okay.
or something like that.
Oh, yeah, like a pasta press.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like for clothes too. I'm not actually sure what it was, but it doesn't matter. It's like a rolling pin press
You
type
get
thing.
smooshed in it.
And I think we're just seeing how sadistic he is once again.
For sure, yeah.
Because he's enjoying it a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Pakita sees Lionel hanging upside down and she goes to save him, but she gets attacked. And it looks like she's bit here.
That's what I thought too, but
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, because
No.
when the zombies then are all distracted and move away, she looks at her arm that the zombie was biting and she like wipes something off of it. So I think it was like biting another body part that was stuck on her.
I
Like,
think
of
you might be
someone else.
right. Yeah, I think you're right.
So now in the basement, we see Uncle Les because he's, killed a bunch of zombies. He's going down there.
Yeah, he's chasing the baby with the cleaver.
Yes, chasing the baby, who he's pissed off at this baby.
Yeah.
He gets his shoulder tapped on. We don't see who's tapping on his shoulder, but we
boy.
see it's by a giant skeletal hand.
Mm.
He turns around and it's Vera. We don't see her yet, but we
Mm-mm.
see the shadow and we see that she is huge
Yeah.
and that
Big V, man.
big V. And we see what she does to Uncle Les, which is basically grab his head and rip it off and rip his entire spine out with it.
Okay. When he shows back up, it's what he looks like is absolutely wild.
It looks like he's from The Thing.
That's exactly what I said too in my notes. I'm like, oh my God, he's from The Thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Pakita, we see, is still being attacked by a shit ton of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lionel, who has been able to escape, comes in with the lawnmower.
This is epic, man.
The lawnmower scene. Okay, the next 4 to 5 minutes is just all blood, guts, and gore with the lawnmower and Pakita with the food processor.
Because he's using the lawnmower as a shield.
Yes.
Right? So he's holding it with the blades facing outwards and
Mhm.
shielding himself and taking out all of the zombies. It reminded me of Frankenhooker.
Yeah.
Because when
I'm
she gets
wearing
taken
a
out-
Frankenhooker
Oh,
shirt
you
right
are!
now
Yay!
that I got in LA. And I hope it glows in the dark, but it's neon colors and I love it so much.
And it looks so good on you too.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he is going buck wild with this lawnmower.
He also walks in and says, "Party's over." I went,
Yeah.
"Yes, Lionel, there's my man. Get
Finally,
him."
Lionel. He's like, I don't have a backbone, but I'm going to take all of yours.
That's right.
Zzz. So,
Pakita looks like she's having a good time taking out these zombies too, man. The thing about Pakita is like, you know what it is? She's down for anything.
she really is.
Like, she's down for anything. You want to go to the zoo? Awesome. You want to come over watch a movie? Awesome. You want to go kill some zombies? I'm down, babe. Let's go.
let's do it. Get my food processor ready.
Give me that food processor. Give me that blender. Baby, I'm in it with you.
So she's putting an arm in that food processor or blender, and the hand grabs her hair and starts pulling her into it,
Yep.
which I was like, oh shit. Upstairs comes Uncle Les behind Pakita, he also looks like a long-necked dinosaur, but it's his spine is his neck.
Because he's kind of on all fours.
Right. And then like the bottom of his spine is actually attached to his shoulders, and it's just a long neck spine with a head at the end.
It's like a brontosaurus, but like zombie, the Thing.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
creepy.
Weird looking dude, man.
Pakita is able to break free from the hand. She grabs Uncle Les before he grabs her friend, who has not turned yet.
Rita.
Rita. Spits in his face and then swings him around by the spine and slams his head into the counter, and his head explodes.
Oh, it was so beautiful. Yes, girl, kill him.
I was so happy when I thought Vera killed him because I was just waiting for him to get his.
Mhm.
But then Pakita getting to put the final touch.
Icing on the cake,
Oh,
baby.
so great.
Loved it.
So Boyd has now been transformed again, the greaser zombie.
Yeah.
He's like merged with his legs or something. It's confusing because he is just like, once again, like a creature from The Thing.
Yeah, because the zombies, and I think in like zombie lore, like they don't die. Like,
Right.
I don't know how they die in this. I guess by dismembering them, but even the dismembered pieces are still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think in zombie lore, it's a shot to the brain, right? Like
Right.
either a gunshot to the brain, a stab to the brain. That is what takes them out.
Yeah,
But I don't know if it's the same in this.
it seems to be.
Yeah.
I mean, once they're shredded with the lawnmower, I'm assuming their brain is shredded too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So Boyd, his head is still intact.
Okay.
So he's still going after him. And then he jumps on Lionel, who uses the lawnmower as a shield. It's not on though. And so he's basically on the ground. He is using the lawnmower to hold Boyd up, who's on the blade, and he can't reach the pulley to turn it on.
Yeah, and Boyd is kind of I know you were kind of describing him. He looks animalistic at this point. It's like he's a torso with arms and legs, but the arms and legs are coming right out of his torso. Do you know what I'm trying? It's hard to describe what I'm looking at.
It's like he has forearms and he has shins, but no legs and like shoulders and
yeah.
Just bits and pieces of him have randomly been put together, it looks like.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But like if you're putting on his limbs wrong.
Yeah, I could see that. So then Lionel grabs a random like zombie hand and uses it to reach the pulley, turns on the lawnmower.
So clever.
Boyd starts spinning on the blade at first, like along with the blade, and then Lionel grabs his arm to make him stop moving, and then the blade starts chopping him up. I thought that was so clever.
Oh yeah, man.
And it's so nasty.
Shredding him. I know we skipped over this, but there is a very funny part where like the zombies are all surrounding Lionel and there's all blood all over the floor, and it's that bit where he's like running in place and he can't move forward because he's sliding on the blood. I popped huge for that. I love like silly shit like that.
Me too. And that makes sense because there was so much blood. I'm sure he was like, oh, slipping? No problem.
Mm-hmm.
So now Pakita's friend Rita, she's starting to turn after all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this is also crazy. I forgot about this until I'm reading it. The fucking baby rips her face open from the inside.
Yes, dude.
Okay, like his arms shoot out the sides of her head right before she attacks Pakita and then reaches to the front, opens her face, which reminds me of the cover a little bit.
I was just going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
To reveal his own face in there. That is crazy. To this day, that is insane.
Who thought that up? Who thought that up? It's so gnarly looking, dude. It's like uncanny. It's hard to even describe what you're looking at. In most of this movie, the way that the monsters are designed, the zombies are designed, they are so abstract.
Yeah.
And the baby's face coming through her face, I had to pause it.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I looking at? Oh, it's so crazy. Okay.
And there was a part of me that wanted to go, how did he get in there? And then I'm like, why am I asking questions?
1,000,000% yes. I was doing the same thing. I was like, girl, it doesn't matter. He's just there.
Right. And so then we see Pakita. She punches the intestines in their face, I guess.
Question mark?
I wrote question mark. And then takes the necklace back because the intestines had the necklace from Lionel.
Yeah.
Gives it to Lionel. And then he finally kills the intestines with that lawnmower.
Oh, yeah. They're done. Finally.
And then Lionel is like, you should get out of here. And she's like, what? Like, dude, she just killed all of these zombies. Actually, she saved your life.
Like, this is your partner for life now, man.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are bonded for life. No. She's not leaving at this point. We're at this point.
Yeah.
Who is she going to talk to about this?
Also, you wouldn't have made it without her because you were about to die.
Lionel.
And he says, haven't seen mom yet. So he knows.
Oh boy. And they like hug too.
Yeah.
The two of them hug, they embrace, like obviously they've seen some shit together. And then all of a sudden, Mother, aka Vera, emerges from the floor and she is gigantic and she's fully naked.
This practical effect is crazy. I don't even know where to start, but she got giant titties out, like booty cheeks out. Her face is mutilated.
Come to mommy, Lionel.
It is crazy.
She's so ugly.
Yeah.
She is so awful to look at.
And her voice is now like this. Like she's like, I mean, she's a giant.
She is. It's so insane. And so Pakita and Lionel run upstairs. They're trying to get a way out. They can't find a way out, but they end up crawling up a chimney, right? They get all the way up to the roof and Mother is stalking towards them. I said she looks like a pile of hot garbage.
She does.
Lionel shouts that like she doesn't scare him anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, Lionel, I love that you're finding your voice.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it, baby. But let me just tell you one thing. That ain't mama anymore.
No.
And you should be scared of her.
Yeah, wait till you kill her and then, then
you can gloat.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Lionel also tells her that he knows that what she said happened to his dad wasn't true.
She's a lying biatch, man.
So she caught his dad and that blonde woman together and she killed them. She drowned them. So that's the visions that Lionel was having, and that's what he found in the trunk in the attic.
Oh boy, that is dark.
It is very dark. And so Vera calls Pakita a slut and knocks her down. And now Pakita's hanging off the roof by her hands.
Yes.
And then Vera tells Lionel, no one will ever love you like your mother. Then her stomach opens up, Sheetar style.
Like full on Sheetar.
Just without the teeth.
And she is dragging him back into her womb, dude.
The metaphor is crazy.
Ugh.
Lionel starts sliding down the roof into her, literally.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Oh, it's so nasty.
And so now he's trapped inside. And Vera is going to knock Pakita off the roof when Lionel comes ripping through his mother's stomach using the star and moon necklace.
Oh, he is reborn.
He is. That's what I wrote. He is being born again. There's so much blood and guts. I mean, nothing tops the scene before this, but still so much blood and guts here.
No, but he forces himself through zombie Dino Mom. Like he just like pushes his way out of her.
And then Vera goes ass over tea kettle back through the roof into the house. And you just see like those giant booty cheeks just flapping in the wind.
And dude, like blood pours out of her like a flash flood.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
Yeah. Lionel fastens his belt or something to a cable. And
it's like a clothesline.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Okay, clothesline. And he zip lines him and why did I forget her name? Pakita.
It's like Indiana Jones, man.
Yeah, zip lines him down to safety.
And the house is on fire. I don't remember how that happened, but the house is on fire.
Yeah, I'm not surprised the house is on fire. Like,
No.
why not at this point? Just add on one more thing.
Right.
The fire department's there now. You know what I didn't even think about? Like, if the house is on fire, is that going to burn all the evidence and no one is going to know? No one's going to find those bodies?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I
didn't
mean, in 2025, no, because of like,
Science.
and such. But yeah.
I didn't think about that because think about earlier when him and his mother went flying through the glass at the funeral home and people were like, oh, it's because, there's an excuse for it.
Yeah.
So now, anyway,
Ooh, okay.
just thought about that.
Mhm.
So the baby is sitting on the porch crying.
Crying.
I thought he was dead.
I know, I did too.
Lionel throws the necklace. Why?
That part, I was like, okay, I understand. Like, it's the exclamation mark. Like, we're done with this. But
Right.
like, no.
Keep it.
That should be a keepsake. That should be in your memory box until the end of time. You should be handing that down to your family members throughout the ages.
I'm also thinking, what if you need it again? What if it's not over?
Yeah.
The baby's still alive.
Lionel, I understand you have this newfound confidence. You've got Pakita by your side, but no, babe.
Yeah. So
Hang
that
on
part,
to that.
That part I was not sold on. I say keep the necklace. Also, they kiss. I wrote Lionel throws the necklace. Why? They kiss. Why? Because they're covered in blood and guts, and I don't even know how many people's blood and guts.
Dude, they don't care, man.
And
they love each other.
But I'm also thinking, what if blood getting in your mouth turns you into a zombie?
They don't care.
They really don't.
They don't. At this point, they're in it together.
At that point,
Couldn't be me.
no.
Couldn't be me. I would be running to get hosed off.
Oh my gosh. Yes, fire department, blast me in the face,
Like,
please.
don't touch me. Like, don't come anywhere near me
Yeah.
until you are completely rid of your mother's placenta.
For real.
Like,
for real.
Like, I don't want your mother's placenta on my lips. Sorry.
Ew.
Not for me, man.
But they walk off and they do have their happy ending and the end.
And it's the end.
wow.
What a love story.
Yeah, that's not how I would describe this movie, but yeah, I mean technically it is. Wow.
And that, my friends, was Dead
Is
Alive.
Dead Alive / Brain Dead.
What a ride.
You have to see it.
That was I had to strap in for that, man.
Strap in and strap on. How did I not say that in the beginning of this episode?
I'm so glad you got it in because I'm always
Yes.
disappointed when you don't hit it when we're having a loop.
I know. I've been forgetting and I keep saying it in the extended episodes, but I keep forgetting to say it in the main ones.
It's your freaking catchphrase, man.
This movie is the definition of strap in and strap on.
No, it is one of the wildest movies I've ever seen. I loved every crazy second of it.
Yeah. Same. So this movie was a surprise box office success in New Zealand. I know you already mentioned the gross.
Mm-hmm.
But upon the initial release in New Zealand, it earned more per screen time than Batman Returns, which was released in 1992.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Batman Returns is bomb.
I fucking love Batman Returns.
Yo, I wanted to be Catwoman so
I
bad.
still want to be Catwoman.
We need to talk about that in extended.
I did do a cosplay as her once. I can never fill Michelle Pfeiffer's shoes, but obsessed.
Okay, my Halloween costume so many times when I was a kid was of Catwoman, but like at the time in like the early 90s, late 80s, whatever, like you would get these costumes that were made out of plastic. So essentially I was just walking around in like a garbage bag as Catwoman.
Did it at least have like the scars
It had like
on,
stitches on it, but honestly, like let's be real here, it was just a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Any hoogly boos. We got to talk about that extended.
Yeah, we have to.
Can I also tell you that the unrated version was banned in Ontario and British Columbia?
Oh.
And Canada only got the R-rated version, which is the 90 minutes. The
you know
90-minute
what?
version.
I had written down that it was also banned in South Korea, Singapore, and Finland.
Yeah, I believe it.
And then it was unbanned and released uncut in Finland in 2001. But at first it was banned. So a lot of places.
Interesting. I guess the writers conceived the story as early as 1987.
Okay, great year. We love 1987.
It is a great year. Oh my God, Blood Diner, what up?
So I have another little fun fact.
Okay.
The opening scene on Skull Island was filmed at, and I hate to possibly butcher the name of this.
I mean, listen, you know me. I am the worst reader on the planet, so.
But also, Puntangirua is how it's phonetically written.
Okay.
Pinnacles. And that is a location that would later be used for the Paths of the Dead in The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. So they reused that location.
Whoa, dude.
And I'm sorry if I said the name wrong.
I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I love the Lord of the
Really?
Oh my God. My favorite is the second one.
Did you read the books?
I tried and it was too descriptive for my ADHD brain.
Okay.
I get it's a blade of grass. We don't need to spend 20 minutes on it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I can't handle that. But I love the movie so much.
I'm sad to admit I have not seen the Lord of the Rings movies. Or The Hobbit.
Okay, The Hobbit, whatever. But the Lord of the Rings, can we please? Oh my gosh, AK, it would, my nerdy little heart would swell to the moon if you would watch them with me.
Swell to the moon. Okay, I'm writing it down in our notes.
Okay.
Because I also have to watch From, right?
Yeah, but let's watch Lord of the Rings first.
Okay.
One time I watched Lord of the Rings and then I watched all 6 hours of the behind the scenes and extended shit that it came with in the DVD.
Are the movies really long?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I
like
imagined.
3 hours, maybe 2-3 hours.
Honestly, I think that's why I never watched them. Because I just felt like I couldn't sit through it. My attention span.
I've seen them so many times. I think the second one is my absolute favorite.
Okay.
I've seen it like 101 times, but like, oh, dude. Okay, we got to watch them.
I'm
They're so
down to
good.
watch them for sure.
Love it.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we have an activity now.
Yeah.
So Simon Pegg, from a lot of you probably have remember him from Shaun of the Dead.
Amazing.
And he is a friend of Peter Jackson. He wrote in his autobiography, Nerd Do Well, A Small Boy's Journey to Becoming a Big Kid, that Braindead was one of the main influences on Shaun of the Dead.
And I love Shaun of the Dead.
I love that movie. I would love to cover it one day.
Yeah, I definitely put that on the list. We should cover it for sure.
Writing it down again.
This was so much fun. I love Dead Alive. I'm so glad we covered it.
Me too.
I'm so glad you suggested it. This was an AK suggestion.
It was, but I hadn't seen it yet. So there was a risk that we'd be like, oh, maybe we don't cover it, you know? So I'm so happy that after all these years of wanting to see it, it did not disappoint at all.
Dude, it was great. I love that we covered it. I'm excited to talk more about it in the extended.
Yeah, which we're going to do in a minute because we're wrapping up this episode. Before we go, we got to tell you a couple things, okay? Don't go anywhere. We do have social media.
We surely do. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram, sometimes on Facebook at Chainsaw Girls Pod. You can also shoot us an email, chainsawgirlspod@gmail.com. And it would really help us out if you left us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify, any of those things. It helps the podcast grow.
Yeah. Also, if you follow our YouTube channel where we post the video version of these episodes, if you're not already watching it every Monday. Mm-hmm. And we also have a Patreon.
We sure do. And we're about to shout out our top tier patrons. We love you guys so much.
Hell yes. Let's give a shout out to James C, to Adam VL, Alexis T, Chris S, Adrian G, that's not a G, Millie C, Josh N, John W, Franchise Driller, Heather D, David T, Rob V, Jonathan W, John M, David G, Jolene, and Jeff S.
We
Hell
love you
yes.
guys so much. You are the best. Okay, bye.
Bye.